F2 Pro review. Introduction. Almost 2 years after the release of the original Poco phone, the long-awaited successor named Poco F2 Pro is finally here. Last year we called the Xiaomi Mi 9T Pro the spiritual successor of the Poco phone, and it kind of filled that gap in the segment, so we were not wrong, especially seeing how the new Poco F2 Pro is mostly a rebranded Redmi K30 Pro. The previous version of the phone, K20 Pro, was also known as the Mi 9T Pro in some markets. Complicated, right? But enough about semantics. The real question is, does the Poco F2 Pro live up to the hype as its successor once did? Surely there was some corner cutting to allow the original Poco phone to be so competitively priced, while this time around the specs sheet of the F2 Pro does not really give us that nation. Xiaomi Poco F2 Pro specs. Body 163.3 multiple 75.4 multiple 8.9 mm, 219G Gorilla Glass 5 front and back aluminum frame. Screen 6.67 Super AMO LED 1080 multiple 240 px resolution, 20:9 aspect ratio, 395 ppi, HDR10 plus sport. Chipset Snapdragon 865 7nm plus octa-core 1 multiple 2.84 GHz Carrio 585 and 3 multiple 2.42 GHz Carrio 585 and 4 multiple 1.8 GHz Carrio 585 Adreno 650 GPU. Memory 6GB LPDDR4X over 8GB LPDDR5, RAM 128GB over 256GB, built-in UFS 3.1 storage. OS software Android 10 MIUI 11, rear camera main 64MP 1 over 1.72 sensor, 0.8 micrometer pixel size, 26 mm EQ, f over 1.9 aperture, PDAF ultra wide angle 13 MP, f over 2.4 123 ES, FOV fixed focus telephoto macro 5 MP, f over 2.2 50 MP EQ, AF 2 MP depth sensor. Front camera 20 MP, f over 2.2 1 over 3.4 0.8 macrometer. Video recording rear camera 8K 4320p at the rate of 30 fps, 4K 2160p at the rate of 30 over 60 fps, full HD 1080p at the rate of 30 over 60 over 120 over 240 over 960 fps, 720p at the rate of 480 fps. Front camera full HD 1080p at the rate of 30. Battery 4700 mAh, 33W power delivery, 3.0 supports QC 4.0 plus, comes with the charger. MISC NFC IR blaster, optical under display fingerprint reader, motorized selfie camera. With a significantly higher price, the Poco F2 Pro has yet to prove its salt. It follows the same formula of arriving with the latest and greatest from Qualcomm, the Snapdragon 865 in this case, but the F2 Pro also adds a couple of welcomed improvements in key areas. The screen is now bigger notch less and implies a crisp OLED panel. Additionally, the camera setup covers almost all of the focal length you had want from a modern smartphone, and the battery along with the charging have received some love this time around too. And before we start pointing fingers, we would like to remind you that the prices of current flagships have risen in the past 2 years a lot. This gives the flagship killer segment some headroom to increase its pricing as well. That way, affordable flagships can offer true flagship experience at least spec wise with a minimal price increase. There also the 5G part. All Snapdragon 865 powered phones this year are more expensive, which probably has something to do with Qualcomm way of building and licensing all the parts and antennas for the 5G. That does not take away the bang for the buck factor of the Poco F2 Pro, as the phone is still much cheaper than the popular top shelf smartphone and others, and offers plenty of performance per dollars. But its pricing means its purchase is no longer a no brainer in stark contrast to the original Poco F1.